Hey everybody, I'm Aaron from Untitled.ca, and today we're reviewing the Empire Trracer pump. Now this was a pump back in the day, like 1990s or so, and now it's come back kind of like the SL68 too, and it's kind of been redesigned with Picatinny rails, so you know what, it must be MILSIM. Well, anyways, build of the gun. Pretty much the whole thing is plastic, and I don't really like plastic. All the Picatinny rails are plastic. The only thing that's really metal is the center tube right here, barrel, that comes off. It's auto-cocker threaded, which is nice, and the receiver, that's metal, everything else is plastic, and the ASA is right on the back. Some people don't like that. I don't mind it because it can act as a stock, your tank, but you can get a bottom line ASA, and you can see the adapter ports there. The Picatinny rails, they don't really work because up here, as you can see, the hopper adapter sits on the rails. And when you have a sight on there, if you have a small one, it's not going to work. It's going to get right in the way. Maybe if you had a really tall one or something. I don't know. There's really not much of a point to it. The hopper, it is clamping now, which is nice. You can put a hopper on there and it won't come off because you got the nice clamping adapter. The Picatinny rails probably would work with a grip down here, which would be kind of nice. It looks uncomfortable when you look at it, but it's actually fine. The Picatinny rails are fine on your hand. The marker is very quiet. I actually really like it. When you shoot it, you really don't hear it. There's a lot of porting on it, as you can see. And it's probably also because the barrel's fairly long. Now, one thing that's not quiet is the pump stroke. Pump stroke's very noisy, very rough. It's not the smoothest thing I've ever felt. But one thing I do like about the pump stroke is that when you pump it and push forward, when it's aired up, it locks. Barrel lock is awesome. You don't get those double feeds sometimes if you forget that you pumped it. Because what I like to do is pump, leave it so it's ready to go. When you get that shot, you take the fire, you take the shot, and then you re-pump. But sometimes when you have markers that don't have barrel lock, you pump it, and then you see somebody and then you accidentally pump again, then you get a double feed and break inside your barrel. That's a pain in the butt. This doesn't have it, so the pump lock is really nice to see on this kind of marker. Overall, it shoots nice. In our field test, you can see that sometimes you get very consistent shots, but other times you get retarded ones. You get like 275, 272, 265, and then you'll get like a 140 or 130 where the paintball just pretty much comes rolling out your barrel. I don't know what that's all about. We're using HPA. Maybe it'll wear in over time. We test these pretty much right out of the box. I hope it wears in better because that's kind of sad when that happens. D10s work very good. With all the pumps that we get, I pump it and give it a shake. In the field test, you can see me doing it. And the paintball didn't come out. Now I'm using Draxis winter paint, and now maybe a little larger. I haven't measured it, but I try it with every marker that I get. And so far, this is the only pump that hasn't rolled out paint, which is really nice. So the D10s and the barrel lock, the pump lock work together to make something very nice. Now one huge issue I have is down the barrel is where you adjust the velocity. You actually have to take this huge Allen key, check that out, huge, and you actually put it down the barrel and you adjust the velocity like that. Now that could be a huge hazard, and because most people don't degas their markers when they're chronoing, so if you don't look at the barrel when you're going to be chronoing it, take out the tank, degas your marker, then adjust the velocity. That's the only way to do it safely, unless you want to get shot in the face. Point blank, even with the mask off, it's going to hurt like nothing. It's going to hurt so bad. Overall, it shoots nice, has auto trigger. The pump's noisy though, but the barrel's quiet, so it kind of works half and half. Overall, a very nice marker. It's very lightweight, a little bit plasticky, but for my final verdict, I'm going to get an 8.5, a point off for the velocity adjustment. That's pretty bad. That's an unsafe thing. For this day and age, you got to have a velocity on the side somewhere. I don't care how you do it, figure it out. It's take off your tank when you're adjusting velocity on this thing. Some other points off for the consistency. It's not exactly there right now. Maybe yours will break in. Mine didn't. You get 270s and then you get a 140. That's kind of a pain, especially if that 140 was going to be somebody that you were going to shoot right in the face. That's kind of annoying. Overall, it's a nice marker. It's a little plasticky as well, so give that a point off. A little plasticky. Not digging that. But you know what? It's a good price. Has auto trigger. I like that. Very quiet shooting. Pump stroke's not, but I'm not going to give that a point off. I don't mind that, but it is noisy. And Picatinny rails are kind of cool. I like the idea because there's not much MILSIM markers out there. MILSIM. Yeah, it's nice. I like it, if a little unsafe because of the velocity, but overall it's very nice. Oh yeah, first strike on this, it does not work right out of the box. We're gonna have to wait for some kind of feed system to come out by Empire and BT. Not out yet, so we can't really test it. But yeah, that's it. Thanks a lot, guys. Keep subscribing. We're getting close to almost like 1,400 now, I think. Maybe we'll have a contest soon too. So that's it. Thanks a lot, guys. 8.5 for the Empire Trracer. See you later.